Welcome to Seiler Explore, your podcast for unique experiences in and around Innsbruck. Whether you're planning your next visit or just dreaming from afar, we're here to inspire you.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something special. The Tirol Panorama Museum in Innsbruck.
That's right.
We've got some great sources here, and our mission really is to pull out the key insights about this, well, pretty unique place, because it's not just a museum, is it? It feels more like a journey. You've got history, Tyrolean identity, and honestly, some incredible views.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating, I think, and what we'll see is how history, art, and nature aren't just shown next to each other here. They properly intertwine.
Intertwine? How so?
Well, it gives you this kind of shortcut, a way into understanding the whole myth of Tyrol, but using really innovative storytelling.
Okay, the myth of Tyrol. So for anyone maybe less familiar, that's often about like fierce independence, right? Standing up to outsiders, this deep connection to the Alps tradition.
Resilience is a big part of it, and this museum really helps you unpack that.
So where do we start? I guess with the main event, the huge Innsbruck Giant Panoramic Painting.
Definitely the centerpiece.
And when we say huge, it's hard to convey. 1,000 square meters. It just wraps right around you, 360 degrees.
Painted by Michael Zeno Diemer. It's quite a feat.
And what's it showing us?
It depicts the Third Battle of Bergisel. That was back in 1809.
Right.
You see the Tyrolean rebels, led by the famous Andreas Hofer, fighting Napoleon's troops. A really defining moment for Tyrol.
And the kicker is where you're standing when you see it. You are practically on the spot where the actual battle took place. The real historical site is right outside.
It really is.
And they use sound and light combined with this massive canvas. It just pulls you in. You feel like you've actually stepped back into 1809.
It's incredibly immersive. That connection between the painting and the actual ground outside amplifies everything. It's not just looking at history, it's feeling it.
It makes it visceral, like you said. You can almost imagine yourself there.
Exactly. Turns history from facts on a page into something, well, lived. You feel that moment shape the region.
Okay, so from that huge painting, you then move underground through a tunnel.
That's right. There's a tunnel connecting it to the next part, the Schauplatz Tirol exhibition. And that tunnel also links up with the Kaiserjäger Museum, the Imperial Infantry Museum.
Right, keeping it all connected. And this Schauplatz Tirol part, this digs deeper into that myth of Tyrol idea.
It does, but using very modern multimedia approaches. It's not just another history display.
So how does it break it down? What are we looking at here?
It's structured around four main themes: nature, politics, religion, and people.
Okay. Nature, politics, religion, people. Seems comprehensive.
And the key is how these themes work together. They build this really vibrant, sometimes quite surprising picture of what it means to be Tyrolean. It goes way beyond just dates and battles.
It gets into the character, the identity.
Precisely. The essence of the region and how all these different facets interact.
And some of the actual objects they use are pretty striking. I mean, in the nature section, there's this enormous, 40-meter-long glass case.
Yeah, it's impressive.
And inside, you've got an old cable car gondola.
From the Mudderholm line, yeah.
Right next to, a taxidermied bear, a lynx, a beaver. It's quite the statement.
It is, a real juxtaposition.
Then in politics, some heavy hitters, like there's a horse's head from that Mussolini monument that was in Bolzano, and the land libel from 1511, signed by Emperor Maximilian I.
Yeah, really significant pieces. The land libel is basically this foundational charter for Tyrol, signed by Maximilian himself.
Wow. And people, how do they show that?
That gets very personal. You see things like the pipe that belonged to a former governor, or a self-portrait by Anna Steinernittel, the artist.
Ah, the eagle, vulture, Wally paints.
Yeah, sir. So it's not just dusty relics. These items bring individual stories forward. They make it human.
So why these specific things? What's the thinking behind, say, putting a cable car next to a bear or showing that specific horse head?
Well, that's where it gets interesting, right? It's about the connections.
Yeah.
The horse head, for example, isn't just about Mussolini. It's a powerful symbol of overcoming past political turmoil, about reclaiming identity.
Okay, I see. It's recontextualized.
Exactly. And the land libel, that ancient document, it shows this centuries-long history of Tyrol defining its own rights, its own legal structure, its independence, really. So it begs that question. How do all these seemingly unconnected things, a cable car, an old charter, a governor's pipe, actually come together to paint this picture of a unique regional identity?
That is a great question. It's like the curation is telling a story through these contrasts and connections. That cable car and the wildlife.
Yeah.
Maybe it speaks to that tension between, tourism or development and the alpine nature.
Could be. Or maybe coexistence, how humans and nature shade each other in Tyrol.
Yeah, and the personal items like the pipe or the portrait, they sort of ground all the big history, the battles, the politics
Thanks for relating.
in individual lives. So the myth isn't just epic tales, it's also everyday people and their relationship with this place. The small stories tell the big one.
That's a good way to put it. They're not just listing facts. They're showing how these different threads weave together into this dynamic, evolving sense of what Tyrol is.
Okay, so after you've taken in all that history, the art, the multimedia stuff, there's a place to just kind of process it all. The restaurant.
Oh, yes. The Panorama restaurant.
Yeah.
And it really, really lives up to the name.
Good to know. What's the view like?
It's genuinely stunning. You're looking out over the whole city of Innsbruck, down the Inn Valley, and straight across to the Nordkette Mountains. Just spectacular.
Wow.
It's the perfect place to just sit back, have a coffee, maybe some Tyrolean food, and just reflect on everything you've seen inside. It connects the museum experience back to the actual landscape.
You can literally see the context.
Exactly.
Now, people might be wondering, it's up on the Bergisel, this historic hill. Is it difficult to get to? Do you need a car?
No, actually, it's surprisingly easy to reach without one. Our sources are clear on that.
Good. So how do you do it?
Well, for instance, if you're near Hotel Sailor, it's just a short walk to the Maximilianstraße tram stop.
Okay.
And then you just hop on tram line 1. It goes directly to the base of the Bergisel Hill.
Simple enough. And from the tram stop.
It's a nice walk up. You can take these historic stairs, or there's a gentler path if you prefer. Not too strenuous.
Are there other options? Buses, maybe?
Yep, the TS&W bus lines also stop nearby. And if you're feeling energetic, you can actually walk the whole way from the city center.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a pleasant walk. And you pass things like the Triumphal Arch and Wilton Abbey on the way.
Well,
So the journey itself becomes part of the experience.
that's great. So you can kind of choose your own adventure getting there. Makes the trip itself part of the discovery.
Absolutely.
So wrapping things up then,
Right.
what's the big takeaway here?
I think it's this unique blend.
Yeah.
You get history, incredible art like the panorama, modern exhibition design, striking architecture, and those breathtaking views. It all comes together in a way that feels very Tyrolean. It manages to connect the past, like the 1809 battle, with the present, the dramatic with the personal. It's old and new woven together.
So, for you listening, what does all this mean? Maybe think about how a place like this doesn't just show you history. It kind of reshapes how you understand a region's identity, its resilience. Are there other places like this, maybe ones that have these kinds of unexpected links between art, nature, history, the human spirit? What really stands out to you as the most surprising thing we've uncovered in this deep dive today? Something to think about.